Hey, what's up? It is Dan McDonald. I am the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. And today we've got something very important to discuss. Very, very important. Kind of an unknown and missing element in the natural health movement. So it's the cleanliness of the sleeping arrangements at night. And I'm telling you this now because I went over to see one friend, and then her neighbor is another friend, and I spent some time with my one friend. Then I went over to my other friend. She said, "Oh, can you help me? I gotta do this. I'm gonna clean this carpet under her bed." And so I picked up the bed and moved some stuff out of the way. We pulled the carpet out. I lifted up. We're gonna take it outside to do the steam cleaning. Well, I go and roll this thing up, and then it was really once I dropped it, and a plume of mold and dust and dander came out, and I could smell it. And I said, this is the reason why you have allergies, is this carpet right here. So the carpet was absolutely disgusting, and it didn't take her long. She trusts me, she knows me, she's watched me for years. So it didn't take me long to convince her that you need to throw this thing away and forget about even trying to clean this thing. It's disgusting. So she's got a nice tile floor in her bedroom, which, you know, those are easy to clean with essential oils and to keep the kitty cat, because she's got a cat. And all the other dust and dander and mold. So the more simple, that's why like the pack rat thing is really bad. You guys have seen me over the years. You know, it comes and goes. I'll get up a bunch of crap and everything, and then I give it all away. Right now, I'm living with like maybe 2 truckloads worth of stuff. And most of those are 5 bicycles, a pressure washer, and a drum. But anyways, I live a very simple life. And in my apartment, it's very, very simple. I have one couch so that I can vacuum the floor. And I have one mattress topper on the floor in my bedroom, and that is it. So I can pick up the mattress topper, vacuum the floor, and I vacuum, you know, a couple times a week. Now, if it were me, I wouldn't have carpet in my room, but I have a really good vacuum cleaner. I use essential oils. But my point today is that you've got to keep your sleeping area clean, and it's really the oxygen, because the other thing that I convinced her of is that I got these windows closed at night. I'm like, oh my God, you do not want to have these windows closed at night. Now, for those of you who are living in freezing cold places, I get it. I would crack the window. There's air purifiers, but the main thing is avoiding mold, dust, dander, and buildup, which comes from, you know, as you live somewhere longer, there's another thing over in the corner. There's another thing, and pretty soon you'd be like my parents. I hope they never see this video, but you go to the kitchen, you can't walk through their bedroom. There's no space on the countertops. So where I go, there is as minimal crap on the countertops as possible. So it's organization and it's simplicity, and you don't need all this shit, okay? Let me just tell you, I'm not putting anything down. I love everything. I love trucks and cars and juicers, and I love brooms and vacuums and all kinds of cool everything. But have you used it in the last 6 months? You know, if you haven't, it's just sitting around holding old energy. So if you can clean up the place, do it. If you can't, hire someone to do it that does it professionally, to organize your crap. But go throw some stuff away. But the main thing was to clean the screens, to clean the floor, to vacuum the floor, to wash your pillowcases and your sheets at least once a week. I'm probably once a week. My stuff's in the washer right now. When I get home, I put it in the dryer, you know. It's very important. And I see this with a lot of my friends, a lot of my family. I'm not trying to chastise anyone. I'm nobody's, overseer or anything like that. But these are the things that were taught to me by Hilton Hotima. Not specifically that, but how important it is to breathe fresh air, number one. And then to breathe fresh air, I figured this out myself overnight. And then the pillowcase thing, I figured that out one time. I was, kind of homeless, staying on my ex-wife's floor, And I wonder why are my eyes bleeding red crystals in the morning with all this snot coming out of my nose, and I'm just clogged up. And then I figured out I'm sleeping on the carpet that's like 100 years old, and I'm sleeping on using these pillows that have so much dust in them. I can feel the feeling in my eyes right now, irritating my eyes, irritating my nose. And I learned then and there, oh, this, and then I figured it out because I'm kind of, smart. And I was like, oh my God, you have to have a clean pillowcase. And then I started going from the less expensive motels to the better ones. And now I wash my pillowcases probably twice a week and my sheets like maybe once, but you're off-gassing a lot of stuff. You've got a lot of stuff on your thing. There's dust everywhere. It just gets in through. But you clean the screens on your windows, and you clean the floor, you clean the bedding, you clean your house. While we're at it, the jars, my friends, jars, people, they don't clean their jars. I know some people don't like bleach, but if you take all your mason jars and you soak them in like a half a cup of bleach and 5 gallons of water, and you just leave it there for 24 hours, it'll eviscerate everything and renew your jars. The same thing with the juicer. Like a quarter cup, half cup of bleach in 5 gallons of water, soak your juicer parts. It'll take off the turmeric, the beets, everything. Okay, but I wanted to just make sure, there's no way I can emphasize this strongly enough, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. We took that carpet out of there, I threw it away, we cleaned the floor, I washed off the fan, I cleaned her screens, I essential oiled the place, and I said, because you're going to have a good night's sleep tonight for the first time in a long time. Because when we go hang out, we go to the beach, it's like, oh, I got these allergies. And then I finally got to see with my own eyes. I was like, oh my God, this is what the problem is. I guarantee it 100%. So let's toss this carpet. Let's clean all this up. And I fixed the blinds and I cleaned the blinds because there was a lot of dust on there too. Thankfully, I had 15 years of window cleaning business. And I'm just a maintenance guy, and I'm a cleaner. I'm a dude, and I go and I help my friends. I woke up this morning, changed the tire. I mean, men should do stuff, and the women should help too with the cleaning. At the cleaning of the house, y'all should get together and, work together to get that bedroom clean, to get the screens clean, the floor clean, so that you can breathe well at night, because this is one of the overlooked mysteries of mystery illnesses and health. You're sitting there for 8 hours. Hopefully you're getting 8 hours of sleep. Get more sleep and rest your brain, rest your heart, rest your body. I mean, we're really going through it right now in history where the thing is changing. I mean, some of us that are the pioneers, we're really being blessed right now because of the what's going on, but some people are gonna have a harder time keeping up because they aren't really on point with the diet, the fasting, the meditation, the spirituality. But you got to get on that too. But God bless you. Open up your heart. Let your soul call you back to purity and cleanliness and awareness and consciousness of the small details, the minutiae. So that's just today's video. That's something that, oxygen is the #1 nutrient. You know what I'm saying? And there's a 1,000 other things that I've been learning that are way more important than diet. I think the diet's important. It's definitely a spoke on the wheel, but all the spokes need to be balanced in order for the hub of the wheel, which is the divine consciousness or your life or the source that's at the center. That's the unmoving axis. That's the center. That's the kingdom of heaven that Jesus talks about, and that's that. You want that, but then you're living a life as a human being, and you've got to have those spokes, because there's the physical, the emotional, mental, and the spiritual, and then there's the absolute, and anchoring on the absolute, that's the center. But then as a responsible human being that is, devoted to the truth, you let that inner divine intelligence guide you, and one of those things would be, your food and your relationships. And that's the thing that was coming through my mind. I think that was today's meditation message to me, was that love is the answer to everything. Love will clean your house. Love will put you in the right job. Love will put you in the right relationship. Love will give you health. Love will bring you abundance. Love will heal your diseases. Love will heal your mind. Love will give you energy. You see what I'm saying? And so there's kind of like this lack of love, because hatred is so much easier. It's easier to attack somebody outside yourself than to fix the problem within. But that's where it is. That's where the hatred is. It's in you. It's not in the other person. You don't want to look at that part of yourself that you hate. And this is the real thing, because it's a mirror. And as you clean yourself up on every level, including your room and your screens and all the shit that's sitting there, because I know the world is a bunch of pack rats. I might use this one day. I've gotten into the habit, like, okay, I'll buy a new one. I'm not sitting this old rusted screw around for 6 years by the hope that someday I might use it. I'll go to the hardware store and buy a new one, so that way the energy doesn't collect. And you keep the energy flowing through there. You keep the energy flowing through your body. That's why I like juices, but we won't get into that today. But that can help with the buildup of your lymphatic system gets overloaded, and then just a little bit of dander in the mold and crap is going to put you over the edge. But you also want to be when you're clean, you're more sensitive and you're more aware of all the crap. And so, yeah, you're waking up more and more, becoming more sensitive. Oh, well, not too sensitive, but I'm like, I don't like to be too sensitive. I like to kind of beat myself up a little bit, because you can go on like 21-day water fast and kind of stay in that place. So it's good to have a little bit of, you don't want to be too clean for your environment. You know what I mean? But when you start getting like clouds of mold and dust, that's when you're going to start to have problems with your breathing, with your lymphatic system. It's going to battle the microorganisms. If you've got anything like that, you get the herbal blood and the enzymes, and you make green juice every day. Get a bottle of herbal blood, get a bottle of the enzymes, or 2 of them really, and then you just blast a bunch of those every day, as much as you can handle, really, with the green juice, and that'll eviscerate a lot of that dysbiosis that does, get challenged by the environment of the more inimical microbiology, which is the molds and the dust and the parasites and the candida and stuff like that. Whereas if you go outside, like when I climb a coconut tree, I get saturated with ants and rat poop and centipede poop and dust. But it's the real kind of natural, organic microbiology that actually strengthens my immune system, instead of those ones that are associated with those damp, dank, seething bogs. You want to keep things clear. Sunlight will help clean out your body and your house, and the air, you want that flowing through, and you want to be breathing that fresh air at night. I could go on and on and on. You've seen me before, but I want to emphasize this because it's very, very, very important. And I'm so blessed that I kind of figured it out and got this system where I really bless myself every night with a good night's sleep by being able, I live in Hawaii, I'm blessed, the windows never close. The windows never close. I always have fresh air blowing through the windows at night, all day long. You know what I'm saying? So some of you can't do that, but for me, when I'm in the colder climates, I'll get an extra blanket and I will crack that window, because you've just got to have some exchange of that oxygen, because you're going to burn that out in like 2 hours by yourself, the oxygen in the room. And if you are with your wife or your husband or your partner, you're going to burn it out in 1 hour. So then all the rest of the night, you're breathing in your own acid waste. You need that fresh air coming through there. So you create some kind of system. An air purifier is not enough. You can't change the laws of nature. You really want like God's divine fresh air from plants. Plants is another thing that you can do. Get rid of all the trash in your room that's sitting there, the old magazines and the old books that you've already read and you're not going to read again, or whatever, clothing, socks, your coin collection if it's not worth a lot. Organize yourself, and you do that by organizing your gut, believe it or not. It's the craziest thing, but the cleaner your gut gets, And the more you fast and the more you juice and the more fruit you eat, those simple, plain, really super cleansing foods that don't build up and wash all that out, the microbes, they go to your brain and they start, then you clean up your environment more. The more clean your colon is, the more clean your brain is, the more you'll clean up your environment on every level, your internal environment too. And you'll be like, you know what, I don't hate anybody, you know, no matter what the politicians say or anything, no matter who I'm supposed to hate because of the trending, I ain't got hate for nobody because I have understanding, because I've been through my own shit stack, you know what I'm saying? And as you go through your own shit stack, you're like, wow, okay, I should probably have some compassion for humanity, you know, because yeah, some people have it easier than others, but us wounded healers that have been through a lot, we're the lucky ones, really. We're not the prettiest or the nicest. Sometimes we're kind of a bit of a dick, but you know, and it's not like, oh, we don't have the bougie, like we look perfect and we got the perfect diet and we got the perfect life and everything like that. But what we have is this compassion and understanding. And it's like, hey, thank you, God, for running me through the mill grinder, because now I'm like a decent person. I wouldn't change a thing. I told my friend that today when we were riding. I was like, I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change nothing, because it led me to this, and I'm learning to love myself, you know, and do that. And that love, I'm telling you, that love is the medicine that you need for every aspect of your entire life. I'm going to leave it at that. It's been a long time. I'm on YouTube now again. I hope I didn't say anything wrong, but no, the strikes are gone. I'm on Rumble. I'm on Instagram. You know, I'm really quiet lately because I'm going through this spiritual amazing thing, and it's just, God is so good. And I don't really have much to say, but when this kind of thing comes up, it's very important, and I feel like I want to say something. So I really mean it. Like, whatever you believe in, like I say God, but it's just like, it's just the awesomeness that permeates everything. And so that's, and I just love it. You know, I'm saying it's love itself. So there's no words or anything, but we use words, and hopefully it like creates this creative flow of like love and devotion and connection and consciousness and understanding and compassion, and maybe even some inspiration to clean your shit up. Because if you don't, I'm coming to your house. I'm not going to come clean up your crap. But my friend, I love her, and I'm actually good at it, and I like to keep my own stuff clean. So clean up everything. Go for it. Okay, DTM, your boy is out.